T minus 3, 2, 1, ignition.
What you know about this life? Yeah. Just relax, baby, get high. Yeah, you're on your way to the best night ever. No top, no top, no top.
What's up, boys? Here's your Week 10 recap. Nothing fancy. Honestly, couldn't think of anything funny to do. And yeah, so basically I'm just here so Michael doesn't find me. But anyway, let's get into it. Let's jump up into the first matchup. It is Michael's sorry-ass team versus Joe Active Cam. I don't know how you are actually good with all of your subpar players except for like 3 of them. Okay, anyway. So Cam took the win, 160 to 105, really carried by Burrow and Stroud, and then of course Keenan Allen decides to pop off. Who knows? The guy's like should be retired somehow, and somehow his hamstrings still allow him to play. No idea why. Michael is starting Baker Mayfield and Deshaun Watson. Not great. I think, Deshaun Watson's out for the year. So how many QBs does he have on his bench? Oh, shocker, 2 more. So he's got some good options. Hopefully you can figure that out and save yourself from the toilet bowl. Joe Mixon, still not the trade of the century, just a measly 11.5. Still hasn't done anything since that trade. So let's go to the next one. Jacob versus Connor. Connor, tough luck again, scoring 133 and taking the L because Jacob's team just went off. Combined QBs for 48 points will get you a win most times. Mike Evans deciding to actually be good. And who else is carrying him? McBride. I'm going to be real. Never heard of this guy. Tight end for the Cardinals. Shout out to him. Let's see. Connor. Quarterback. You're known for having the 2 best QBs in the league. Not so much here. Obviously, Jalen Hurts on bye, but combined 20 points is not going to do it. Alvin Kamara with 15 is solid. Chris Olave, shout out Ohio State, holding it down. And Big Cock Hawk, number 1 tight end. Who would have thought? Holding it down for you. Hopefully he can do more of that as the season goes. All right, third matchup. Andrew versus Finley, 157 to 121. Andrew, man, negative points from Trevor Lawrence, and you still score 157. Impressive. It really helps when CeeDee Lamb goes off. Shout out Dak. As well as Kittle decides to have a good game for once this season. Finley, Russell Wilson, God, against the Bills. God, what a bad game. Sure can love to watch that as much as I did. Kyler Murray, first game back, I think, went off, so to speak, in his realm with 16 points. And Jahmyr Gibbs, he's actually stepping up and increasing his role, and it's showing with 24 points, 2 touchdowns on just 14 carries. Only 77 yards, though. I feel like he should be getting more than that. Finley is like 4-6. I don't know how, because his team is very good. All right, last game of the week was myself versus Thomas. That really came down to the Monday night game. I was down, I think, 20 going into that game with Josh Allen, James Cook, and who was that? Oh, and of course, and Diggs going into that game. Thought I'd have that no problem. Ended up taking until the last drive with like 4 minutes left in the fourth for me to surpass him and then beat him by 11. Thomas, somehow found a good player in Josh Dobbs. Hopefully he can continue throughout the rest of the season. Justin Herbert, always good. Breece Hall, kind of a bust in my opinion. Let's see, has he done anything? He's had 3 good games, and they have been against the Broncos when they sucked, the Giants, and Buffalo week 1. So playing Buffalo again this week, so maybe he'll do well for you. Rest of the team struggling. Best kicker though, who would have thought? The other D Hopkins in the league. Shout out to him. He's been killing it. I don't know if it's just because Justin Herbert, every single game that they play is like 50-something to 40-something. It's ridiculous. All right, yeah, that's really it for this past week. Let's look at the standings. If I can find them. There we go. Have myself maintaining that first place. I play Finley this week, so we could get knocked down pretty easily since he can score like either 0 or 1 million. Not so happy ending. Jacob, super strong team as well. Let's see if I can figure out how to use this desktop version. There you go. Jacob is playing Michael, so we all know how that's gonna go. So 8-3 for Jacob, probably taking over first place if I take the L. Let's pray. Next up is Cam. He's playing Connor. Big matchup, huge matchup. Both 6-4 for Cam, 5-5 for Connor. Basically, whoever wins this is setting themselves up to be in the playoffs for sure. And then the other big matchup is Andrew versus Thomas. Not that big of a matchup, but Andrew needs to win to maintain, to basically solidify himself in the playoffs this week and next week. Yeah. That's really it. Hope you all have a great week. Once again, thanks for watching me ramble so Michael doesn't find me. Looking forward to seeing you all at the Super Bowl and hopefully as your champion again. Have a good night.